everything you are saying, they ask for facts. So there is a historical dimension that makes the death of Jesus verifiable in scholastic corridors. But you see, there is also a theological dimension that helps us understand why God had to establish this program of the death of Christ, so that we know the meaning, so that we understand the legalities behind the death. Because there are many people who don't know the legalities behind the death, the burial, and the resurrection of Jesus. So theologically, we are brought an understanding of the legalities of the death of Jesus. And if you read your Bible, there are 7 major typologies that reveals theologically the death of Jesus, showing us the theological legalities. Number 1 is the Passover. Exodus chapter 12. If you read from verse 5 to 7 and verse 13, you are going to see a typology of the death of Christ. When God wanted to save Israel from Egypt, he needed to create a substitution for them. Because when the angel of death comes, he will destroy the whole of Egypt. The angel of death does not know how to separate people from one side to the other. He comes on one assignment: destroy every living thing. But you see, God needed to create a system of exemption, so that when the angel of death comes and sees the blood, he will assume that he has already killed these ones. So the way Israel escaped was not because God spared them. God didn't spare them. The way Israel escaped was that the angel of death thought they were also killed. But it was an intelligence. It's an intelligence of substitution, that when the angel of death comes and is killing people, when he comes to the house of Israel and he sees the blood, he will assume that this job is already done. So if you ask the angel of death today, everybody in Egypt died. So it's a divine intelligence to exempt you from destruction. This is why when you understand the cross, it may happen to others, not me. 1,000 can fall by my side, 10,000 by my right hand. It shall not come near me. With my eyes I will see and behold the recompense of the wicked. This is why we are exempted. 10 people died in the bus, you came out. The plague killed everybody, you came out. Even you don't know how you came out. It's a mystery beyond your understanding. The death passed, but you escaped. It's a mystery. It's a mystery, because according to divine justice, God cannot just look at you and say, come. No. He will deny himself. I was teaching, sir, and I tell people, no